since the topic of wake-induced lucid dreaming has been coming up lately, I wanted to share the last wake-induced lucid dream partial. It's not enough for me to actually make a video on it, or it wasn't enough because it was very short-lived, but it's something that I want to kind of describe where I started, how I got there, how it ended. It's really strange. It actually is related to my cat. When I laid down for bed, I cleared my mind of everything except for the question, am I asleep? Am I conscious? And I cleared my head and I just asked myself that over and over again. For some reason, my mind started to drift towards my cats. And it was because they had a vet appointment in about a week. And I don't know why my mind started to drift to that point, but I knew that I was conscious at the time. I knew that I wasn't dreaming. So I was awake. I was fully aware. And for some reason I started thinking about getting my cats in the cage to take them to the vet. You know, if there's going to be any problems, you know, just stuff like that. It's, you know, it's not something that you dwell on, or I dwell on, but it was just something I was thinking about. And when I started to drift into the dream state, I had pictured in my mind that my cat had gotten down from the bed, because my older cat always sleeps with me. My younger cat never does. But I had imagined that, and this was imagery that was really strong in my head. It was very detailed. It's hard to explain. It's like photographic memory. I mean, it was so detailed. It was almost real to me. I had pictured that my cat had gotten down off the bed, and I was following my cat as my cat was walking towards the living room where the closet is, where I keep their cages at. And for some reason the closet door was open, and right at that point was when I started to ask myself, is this a dream? For some reason I was answering myself that no, it wasn't. And that, at the first time that I asked it, I answered myself no, but I was dreaming. So I opened up the closet, or excuse me, the closet was already open. I reached down and I grabbed the cage, and I set the cage down, or the carrier, and my cat just kind of looked up at me, and I asked myself the same question again, but this time I answered myself, yes, I'm dreaming. And it was right at that point when I started to sort of take control of the dream, knowing that I was dreaming, but I could also more detailed, or more, it's hard to explain. I knew that I was in bed more. I had more feeling. I had more feeling in my breathing. I could hear myself breathing too. So I was really early into the dream state, really early, but it was very clear early dream state. And they say that you only have those images when you're in the final stages of REM sleep. But there's no way that I made it that far. But so I just kind of reached down and I got ready to put my cat in the carrier, and that's when I woke up, right at that point. Now, I wasn't trying to dream about my cat, but that was what the result was towards the end, and what I think happened is my mind was getting ready to go into a dream state, and I was ready to lose consciousness. And then right before that happened, I started thinking about my cat, and then that's what started my whole lucid, kind of wake-induced lucid dreaming. And it really wasn't intentional, although the outcome proved that I was having a lucid dream. It wasn't what I had expected. It was very short-lived. It was, no more than 30 seconds of a dream, and then I woke up. That happens to me a lot. That's something that really happens to me a lot, where I will actually just small dreams, really short dreams will just happen, and then I'll wake up and I'll be fully aware, fully awake. It's not like you wake up and you're groggy, you're like, oh, I don't want to wake up. I was fully aware and awake, and I basically just kind of turned and closed my eyes and went back to sleep again. I mean, it's just something that's something quick, and it's a fluke, and it happens a lot. So, that was just kind of my most recent experience with a wild dream. So, that I just wanted to share that as far as where my experiences have gone.